tried to grab me celebrating. I pushed him. I went to him, I f***ing told you I'd do it. I f***ing told you I'd knock him out.
Yeah.
I moved out there for like 9 months and with my missus to pursue it, and it was crazy out there. Live, train, eat, sleep, repeat. Prime Conor, old Conor, I reckon stand up, I'll do him. Even when I'm out and I'm at a bar or something, and I'm just like, mate, please. Like, it's long. But
I'll elbow your crane.
yeah. And I remember going back to the corner, like I was going like that, my nose was like jelly. I went to my coach and my dad, my nose is broken. They just started laughing at me, telling me to get on with it.
Winners talking.
Yeah. I was just checking still.
Rhett should have known that.
Rhett should have known all of that, bro. It's a vibe. What we saying? Anyway, remember you two, you lot are going to be my island, so you can't be on your phones because it throws me. Because it's like the man that ain't really involved in what's going on. So it's like, keep the stopwatch. But that throws me. You know when that throws me, like, because it's like, what is it dead? Is it dead or something? Like, why is man them on their phone? What? It's not interesting.
Yeah, man ain't engaged enough, you know.
Anyway, I know Nicholas just wants to be doing the Tinder swindling and all of that.
Swindling
that.
Oh no.
Anyway, we're there. We're in the building.
Yeah,
Winners
man.
Talking podcast. It's Pound Sterling, the hustler, Big Dougie Doug, my co-host as always.
Come on, fam.
Special guest in the building.
Yes.
Big guest in the building. This
guest.
is Winners Talking podcast.
No
We've got
joke.
a real winner in here. A champion.
Yes.
Literally. You understand? The current kickboxing champion of 1FC. The former Muay Thai champion of 1FC.
One championship.
Come on, champ. Champ. You understand? Jonathan Haggerty in the building. What are you saying to me,
Thank you for having me, mate. It's a pleasure to be here.
No, happy to have
I'm
you.
excited for this one.
Yeah. Come on. First of all, round of applause for the champ for all of the comments. Come on. Let's pick him up. Let's pick him up.
In the building.
It's a journey. It must be big duck, bro. Now, I'm happy to have you here.
Thank you, mate.
We're fans of you, fans of the sport.
Yes.
Fans of combat sport in general. So it's always great to have a real winner. The belt's on the set. Heavy as fuck the belt is, man. When I picked up the belt, it's weighty. So talk to me. What's been happening, bro? How's things?
Not a lot. Just come back from America. Obviously, I fought Superlek about 8 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Didn't go to plan, but we're on to the next one and back to the drawing board.
Yeah, man.
That's right. Yeah.
A tough one to swallow, that one.
Yeah. I can imagine. But we'll get to all of that. So, firstly, where you from originally? Like,
Old Kent Road.
Oh, come on. Local.
Yeah.
Cool lad. Yeah.
From the Old Kent Road. I moved down here now to Bromley. Yeah.
But Old Kent Road originally, yeah. Your dad.
Near the Aylesbury, yeah.
Yeah, near Aylesbury. Is that how you know Buck and them lot? So you know them from around that way, or you just
don't know them personally? I know of
but
yeah.
The affiliation and all of that. Yeah.
Woolly Road and
the
that's
Woolly
it.
Road.
I mean, Wharf Road. That's where I grew up, hanging around there.
I get it. I understand. So, man, the world champ. A very decorated world champ. I've said in 1FC, one championship, but also you've won numerous Muay Thai world championships and championships over the years. You need to understand the accolades, people. You need to understand the levels and all of that, what's going on in there. But your dad introduced you to the sport, yeah? Your dad was a fighter.
Yeah, correct.
And he introduced you. So what age did you start with the...
I started training at about 6 years old.
Good age to start.
Straight in. So I was at football. I was enjoying football. And then as I grew up, I had to start choosing between football or fighting. I don't know why. I chose to get punched in the face for a living. But I did. And it's paying off and I'm thankful. And I'm enjoying it. That's the main thing. The main thing, I'm enjoying it. So yeah, since I was 6.
Yeah. So
training.
How many days a week was you training at 6?
So I was training every day. It was a tough one for me because I had to train every day after school, you know. Yeah. My dad would be waiting outside the school gates. Every time I see his car, I'd be like, nah. I'd hope he'd forget training, but he'd be outside waiting for me. So I'll train every day, maybe once a day at that age. And just carried on from there.
And was it boxing or straight into Muay Thai? What? Because your dad was an MMA guy, right?
Yeah.
What was his strong suit as far as, if you was to say he was stronger in one area, what was he stronger in?
Yeah, so his background was MMA, and I think he just liked standing up and having a straight now. But I went into kickboxing first, and it was like remember when I went to a contest, and it was like semi-contact. And I went in there and I got disqualified for hitting a little bit too hard. And then from then onwards, I was like, I didn't really want to do that. I went to do Thai boxing because it was a little bit more full on. Yeah.
So man, switched it up.
So, them times there, if you're training from like 6, 7 years old, did the other kids in primary and that they knew like, if you were, did you punch up a couple boys in primary?
I mean, primary school. I had a few.
It's a bit unfair if you're training at 6. We didn't really know about all that in primary school. In primary school, no one knows about
dragging man about and that.
I got a little bit of a head start.
Yeah.
But primary school, a few rockers, but 92 major, and nothing really major in secondary school as well. You know, everyone sort of knew. Yeah. I got on with everyone. I was easygoing. Sort of got recruited to the big boys as well, so it helped. And you're
the man that was kicking guys up.
That was it.
Where did you go school? What school did you go?
Wolf Academy. I went to school, Wolf Academy.
Okay, so you was proper local. Okay. So it was boxing, Thai boxing, you was kickboxing then? When did you go to Muay Thai?
So I went to Muay Thai when I was about 10. So my dad took me to a gym. So his best mate's son was doing Thai boxing, and then they took me to the gym. I didn't really want to go, but I went, and then I got partnered up with the champions in that gym, and I was just starting out, and they didn't really respect me. The kid was holding the pads as I was kicking it, and then I just remember he was just like holding the pad, no care, and I just went straight over the pad and kicked him in the face, just to let him know. And then from then onward, I don't even think he come back. But
couldn't have just spoke to him first and said, "Bro, like respect." But couldn't have
where he was being lazy with the pads.
Yeah,
I was kicking it. He must have just let his guard down and then didn't expect it.
You didn't do it on purpose.
Yeah. I weren't malicious then.
What gym was that then?
So that was at Keddle's gym in Orpington.
Come on, that's why I trained again. I was the first
I'm still with Alan Keddle. I'm still with Alan Keddle. Yeah.
So he was there them times. Let me think. Alan, John Pop and them.
John Pop. Yeah.
Was there as well.
You've been there from time then.
No. Yeah. I've trained for a minute. Yeah. So you're still with Alan as well at times?
I'm still with Alan. I've never left Alan. Obviously, I've got another coach, Christian Knowles, but they both come together, and they work together. You know, some people they move gym from gyms. In Thai boxing, if they lose a fight, they'll move to another gym, and they'll blame it on the trainer. Yeah. But I don't think that's right. You got to take it on yourself, and you work with your trainer. Loyalty. That's what I live by.
Loyalty. How important is loyalty to you in general?
Yeah, it's really important. It's got me far in the sport. I've stuck by my trainers, and they've always stuck by me. So it's been teamwork, and it's made the dream work.
Yeah, come on. No, big up Alan. Yeah. Alan was like my first trainer. And then it was like, them times in there, I think it was like, what's his name? Michael Showers.
Yeah.
As well. Yeah, he was
Saab, do you remember Saab? Saab. Big up Saab.
Big up Saab as
Alan talks a lot, doesn't he? If he's watching this.
Alan talks. Alan definitely talks while he's training. You can have a good chat while he's training you.
You learn as well from that.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Elite trainer. Yeah, he was my first trainer. I trained with him. I trained with him, then I trained with Michael Wakelin.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he was my trainer for a while. I trained with Steve as well. Steve's my trainer now that I train with all the time. Yeah. But yeah, so you was at Keddle's.
You've been around it.
Yeah. I fell in love with Thai early. And once I learned, like, it translated so well into just a street fight situation. That was me. So I was in there, bro. So I can relate to, like, how it must have been for you at the time as in school as well. Cause I wish I could have started at them ages then. Started at them ages.
Come on, man. Tasty with it.
What?
I mean, it sort of keeps you humble, though.
That's the best thing.
Yeah.
Because when I didn't start till late. I started maybe not that late, but like say 16, 17. Yeah. But one thing I learned from early was you just leave your ego at the door. I used to go in there and get punched up bare times, but I never minded. I'd keep going back. I used to be baffled. I've told you before. There was an old guy in there. I just remember he had these tattoos, Thai tattoos on his arm, and he used to baffle me. He used to punch me up and laugh at me while he was doing it because I'm thinking, I can punch up man on roll. How are you doing this to me? But once you get to understand what's going on, it's a different kind of grade.
Yeah, no, 100%.
But anyway, the champ's in the building. So yeah, let's talk it now. So championship business now. One FC. You had double champ status there until recently. What made you call that Rodtang when you won your title? I rate it still. But what made you call him out?
I mean, going in there, I've always wanted to fight the best. You know, I've had the least fights. If you look on the record, I've had about 25 fights, and all my opponents had about 300 fights. So I thought if I take the hardest fights, that's how I'm going to learn. I don't want to keep going up the ladder like this. I want to jump the ladder. I want to be at the top as soon as possible. And I mean, when I fought Sam A for the belt, I actually had to call out Rodtang. You know, not a lot of people know that. I had to call him out. It's not like I've done it upon myself. I had to call him out. So that was scheduled straight after that fight. So it was a scheduled fight.
That was really pre-planned, that one.
Yeah, it was pre-planned. But that was a tough one.
Yeah.
That was a tough one.
Yeah, but it was a tough one. But I think you gave him a very hard fight. It was competitive. I think it could have gone either way. Maybe the knockdown made a difference. I don't know. Who knows how they scored? I mean,
so one championship, I think what they do is they score it by damage.
Yeah.
You know, and I think on the scorecards it was a draw. But one championship, they don't allow no draws. You're not allowed to draw. So I think what they've done is they went down to damage, and the knockdown, like you said, I think that's what done it. Yeah. That's what done it. But I remember in like the second round, I went back to the corner because everyone was raring about Rodtang this, Rodtang that. So then when I fought him, I remember going back to the corner, and then I went, "What's all the fuss about?" I went back to the corner. I went, "What's all the fuss about?" And then obviously round 3 happened, and he started picking up the pace, and I was like, "Oh, okay, this is what the fuss is about." And then he dropped me in round 4, and then got back up on my feet, and then carried on for the fight and finished the fight. Obviously, didn't go away.
Yeah, he was having it out of him though, because
everyone
was a bit of a madman still, isn't it? Do you know?
Yeah, it was a scrap.
I don't think they knew him that much then. You that fight kind of put him on the map more.
Yeah.
Than what he didn't have the exposure. Tell me if I'm wrong. Before your fight, he didn't have the level of exposure.
That's right. Yeah. Now he's known for all that, banging his face and that, all that. So I think he's a superstar now. He's a huge superstar in Asia.
Yeah. So are you though, secretly? So are you?
Yeah. I believe so.
You're definitely up there. Bro, it's like this, yeah. I look at it and say, Thai, as far as one's brought it to the masses a lot more. Like giving it the proper platform. Because everyone likes, I don't know why it's not, when it was just Muay Thai before, it weren't getting the same level of exposure. But they brought it, definitely raised the profile of it massively. Sky Sports, Amazon, all of this. So yeah, it's a lot more recognisable. And with social media and that as well. When you fought for the world title, you fought, what's his name? What's his name again? The one you beat?
Nong-O.
Nong-O, that's it.
Yeah.
You fought Nong-O for the world title, yeah. That was a highlight reel I think that raised your profile massively. I knew about you already, but I think it raised your profile massively. How did your life change with that knockout? Because I don't think you was the underdog, right?
Yeah. I mean, I've been the underdog all the fights. And I don't mind being the underdog. There's not a lot of pressure. But this fight, I'd say this fight changed my life, you know. I got the phone call saying they want me to fight Nong-O because I moved up a weight. I was at flyweight and I couldn't make the weight anymore. I ended up in hospital trying to make that weight. So I thought, me and my coach sat down and said, we're going to decide to move up to bantamweight. That's 65 kilo. So I moved up, had my first fight in bantamweight, and I won. And then the second fight, we got the phone call saying they want to give you the shot at the world title against Nong-O. And at that stage, Nong-O, nobody could beat Nong-O. Nong-O was 10 fights undefeated on that show, 10 knockouts. And I remember even ringing up my dad when I was in town. I was like, "Dad, listen, they've given me the world title shot against Nong-O." My dad was like to me, "Don't take the fight." I was like, "What?" Yeah. Like, "Listen, don't take the fight. He's a bigger version of Rodtang." And I was a bit disheartened a bit because I was excited. You know me, I take any fight. And then chose to take the fight. You know, it's me getting in there, take risk and prosper. That's what I live by. And I remember when I got the knockout, my dad jumped in the ring. He tried to come up to me, celebrate with me, and try and cuddle me. I pushed him away. I said, can I swear on this?
Yeah.
Swear, but say exactly
he grabbed me. He tried to grab me, celebrating. I pushed him. I went to him, "I fucking told you I'd do it. I fucking told you I'd knock him out."
Yeah.
And then from then onwards, take any fight you want, boy.
Yeah. That was the golden ticket one, innit? When all the gold fell down. Yeah. You was laying in the... Come on, big moments, bro.
Yeah, my mum collects all that gold footy. She's got them all in the back of her phone. Bless her.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
That's nice, man.
From all the fights.
How come... Are you and Liam Harrison in the same kind of weight? Was you? He's retired now, more or less.
Yeah, so we're in the same category now. I moved up to bantamweight. Yeah, so we're in the same category now.
How come you two never had a fight?
Because I was...
No, sensational. Liam's the...
Yeah. He's the GOAT. He's retired now. 100%. I think he's having one more fight now.
Oh, he's going to have one more.
I think he's saying he wants one more fight, you know. Yeah, I think it's going to be in the UK.
That makes sense.
On his own show.
That makes sense.
Yeah, we never really crossed paths, you know, because he was always a heavier weight.
Yeah.
And in the UK, I was fighting at 57, 59 kilo. He was fighting at 65. And in one championship, when he was in one championship having these fights, I was at 61 and he was at 65. But now I'm at 65. He's sort of coming to the back end of his career. I don't really think he wanted to take that chance, if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
as a young up-and-coming fighter, it didn't make sense for him.
It makes sense.
Didn't make sense.
Yeah, definitely. He's one of the... I feel like now that he's retiring, you're the guy now, completely. You're supposed to be the guy. There's other guys as well. There's obviously.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, like, right now, with how the landscape looks, even though you just took that L, you're still the champion, champ as well. Do you feel like you can be the face of it for the UK, the face of Muay Thai for the UK?
Yeah, for sure. I think it's the passing of the torch now. It's my time. And
you're like the more new school face, like sunbeds, you know.
I have to bring that one in, bro. I'm gonna get
like the new thing.
I'm gonna get stick for that.
Yeah, the proper, like the modeling. Yeah.
I got myself ready for this podcast. I got myself ready.
Lost the tooth.
You're the GQ kind of. Yeah, the new age.
I mean, that's the route I'm trying to go down. Hit and don't get hit. That's it, man.
That's the best way to take a little punishment as possible. But yeah,
sure.
I think you could be the
I think so. I think I've paved the way now, especially in one championship. I think I was the first Brit on one championship. Got the belt, got the title, opened up a lot of doors for the UK fighters now. In the UK, there's a great fighters coming through. You've got the younger generation, they're lethal. You've got like my little brother. I wish I could bring him here along with me, but he's going to Thailand, I think, tomorrow. But it's looking bright for the UK, for the Muay Thai.
Yeah.
Dangerous.
Yeah, definitely. I saw on the weekend, Jacob Smith.
Yeah.
Fought Rodtang.
Yeah.
Came up short, but he looks like a serious fighter as well.
Yeah, he's tough.
You ever fought him?
Nah, I haven't fought him, to be fair.
Okay. But yeah, he did another one. But yeah, to me, you're the guy, the most recognizable guy as far as that. Because like I said, you're not someone that watches things 24/7, but you knew all about Jonathan and
It was mad. Because when he said he was coming on, I was like, right, who? And then when I checked, but then I'd seen your fights previous. Me and the missus chilling and was watching bare like Rodtang fights, the Superlek, all of that, and one of your fights come up. So when I see it, I was familiar with it. You know what I'm saying?
So you was watching Rodtang and Superlek, and you found Jonathan.
Well, I saw his fight. I saw the fight. I saw the fight, and I was like, right, who's this brother? But you're on it. You get what I'm saying? Not like it's just like man's in there just having
just switch it on in there. It's mad.
Yeah.
It's mad. I can just switch it on in there and just go straight savage. It's crazy.
Shout out Manscaped with Black Friday coming up.
Yeah.
They got 25% discount off. I think that's 25% discount, not including the 20% discount when you use the code winners. When you use the code winners, you get another 20% off whatever they discount. So really, you're getting all the 45% discount.
Half price.
Plus free shipping. It's more or less half price.
That's
through the Black Friday. So yeah, try and make sure you take advantage of that. Everything's there. Get the Chairman Pro, the new thing.
Proper.
You know, the man them got their package the other week. We didn't bring the box back. We forgot. We were busy. Life is lifing. But yeah, the Chairman Pro, Manscaped, what's the other thing called? The lawnmower,
bushwhacker,
all of that.
All of them.
The aftershave, refined
beard oils,
or whatever it's called, the beard oils, all of that. Boxer shorts.
Boxers,
all there,
proper
man.
things.
It's all there. Make your purchase. Manscaped.com. Let's go anyway.
Yeah. Because you're chilled, but in the ring, like, man's proper. And it's the style as well. Man's relaxed with it as well when you're in there. It's not like man's out there just doing a mad thing, innit?
Yeah, I think in the fight game, you need to be relaxed. If you're not relaxed and you're tense and you're angry, boy, it can take it out of you.
You find it catches them off guard, like when they get in the ring with you as well. Like these, you got these people like Superlek and Rodtang who like all these animated fighters that think they're like kind of like got that ego with it, and then you come in and you're just silky with it. Like, does it throw them off?
Yeah, I definitely believe so. I remember Rodtang making an interview saying I'm one of the scariest fighters that he's fought. Definitely, you know, I come in flamboyant. I got all the bows on my shorts. I make sure I'm known. You know, I make sure you can see me, and I'm there. I'm in your face. So I think it's quite intimidating. Well, I like to think so.
I hope so. Still, listen, when you're fighting in there, I think your fighting style's intimidating.
Yeah,
if you walk in there, you flipping Teeper guy in his face straight off the bat. That's a bit intimidating.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Imagine you're fighting the guy just boots you in your face. You're just talking and just boots you in your face. Yeah. That's intimidating within itself.
Yeah, it's long.
All right, let's talk about the fight, your last fight, Superlek. You lost that. You lost your title there. It was a short fight. Obviously, I saw you was upset and emotional. It didn't go the way you would have planned. Before we get to anything else, what's your say on like when people are breaking down the fight now? They're saying that Superlek made reads on your hold goal kind of stuff. You must have seen it as well. Would you say that's accurate?
I mean, would they say that if I knocked him out? Like, that wouldn't have been noticed. But, you know, everyone notices everything. You know, I do feel like I put up too many videos on Instagram leading up to that fight.
Yeah.
I think my trainer was telling me we're putting up too information. I was like, nah, I'm looking sharp.
That's the balance between the sunbeds and pretty shit. You're trying to do the influencer thing, but you're an animal, bro.
Got me knocked out.
Yeah, you're an animal. Now we got your trainer was right. Who said that? Chris.
Chris.
Yeah, for real. You got to keep it under wraps.
But I always thought to myself, like, people can like watch my training videos. It's a different thing watching it, but when you're getting there and you're getting hit by it. But then I didn't understand I'm coming up against Superlek. You know, he's had 400 fights. He knows the game. He's been there. He's done that. He's seen every style. So maybe I'll fight him a little bit differently next time. And I know what to do. And you will fight him defo.
And he probably did make some reads. And he did counter. He's had so many fights. He knows what to do. But my thing is this: like, you're fighting the elites of the whole world. That's how I always look at it. I say, like, you've said, I'm the best. Who wants to challenge me in this whole world? And you've managed to find a couple people that have managed to get up on you in that instance. That don't mean on another day the outcome wouldn't be different because you fought them and had close fights with them. Yeah. So we dust off and go again. What was the feeling? We could see it on camera, but what was the feeling after the fight? What hit you worse? Losing to Rodtang or the Superlek?
You're gonna get me in my feelings now.
So let's talk. That's what we're here for.
Let's talk. I mean, I'd say the Rodtang one, the first Rodtang fight, losing that belt, because obviously with the second one, I knew I've been there before, I've lost it, and I know what it takes, and I've been able to get it back. So after the Superlek fight, this last one, I just went and I lost. I dusted myself off. I told myself I can get it again. I've done it before, been in this position before. I can go and get it again, no problem. But it was hard. You know what the hardest thing was is how hard I trained for that fight. I've done a 13-week fight camp. I flew everyone out with me to come and stay in apartments, and I was running up hills. I got to the America like a month and a half before any other fighter. They all come in fight week, and then I'm dedicated every fight camp, but this one I put everything into it, and for it to just be finished in 49 seconds, it was just a little bit gutting, you know, because I knew if it was to get to the second or third round, it would have been a tough night for him. These things happen for a reason, and I just don't let it play on my mind.
So what's the plans as far as the route back? What's your next fight? Oh yeah.
So obviously I got the kickboxing belt. Got the kickboxing belt, and I haven't.
Sorry. No, answer that and then I'll ask you the next. Just go on.
So I got the kickboxing belt, and I've that division hasn't fought for the title yet. So I've put it on hold a little bit because I've been fighting for the Muay Thai belt. So now I want to defend the kickboxing belt. There's a few competitors coming up that are worthy of it and that are great fighters. So I'd like to fight these guys. So I think defending the kickboxing belt's next. Yeah.
What's the difference, for those that don't know, what's the difference in the rule set between the kickboxing belt and the Muay Thai belt?
So Muay Thai, we call it the art of 8 limbs. You can use everything. Your elbows, it's pretty brutal. Elbows, punches, knees, kicks, just no headbutts. Kickboxing, you can use everything apart from your elbows, obviously, and you can't clinch. You can't grab your opponent and you can't just keep kneeing. Yeah. It's just literally like one knee and break.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, bro.
I didn't know.
Yeah, I know, but they don't. See,
I
know. I'm talking for the
okay.
Audience.
Yes.
The Muay Thai, you can proper clench up and keep kneeing each other.
Yeah. Kickboxing, like, you just have to grab one knee and the ref just breaks it. So it's continuous action. Yeah. It's quite tough, to be fair.
Yeah. Come on. So that's the belt you're gonna defend next. Yeah. When you walk around, what countries won based?
So one championship
is it Asia in general?
Yeah, it's based in Singapore, but they've got most shows in Bangkok, Thailand, which I was staying there for I stayed there for 9 months. Yeah. Stayed out there for 9 months, put my head down, and that's what made me won both these belts. I had 3 fights out there when I lived out there for 9 months. Yeah. Captured the belts.
I've heard you talk about possibly going into MMA. Is that something you're going to do?
100%. You know, I grew up in an MMA gym. My dad was an MMA fighter. So nobody really knows. I know the basics. I keep it quite quiet. So when it is time to fight MMA, recently the MMA champions just called me out on one championship. Yeah, and that's the one I beat for the kickboxing belt. Yeah. So I fancy my chances there. Yeah. But I feel like I need a few warm-ups, MMA. But yeah, that's definitely the option.
Do you look at what Alex Pereira's doing in the UFC now?
Yeah.
And is it inspiring to you? Because obviously he comes from that background, the Thai kickboxing background. He's just crossed over and he's just smashing everyone's face.
He's a beast. He's a beast. That left hook's crazy. It's crazy. I think in the UFC, most of the champions have been stand-up kickboxing and Muay Thai fighters. Like you got Joanna Jacek, Adesanya. You got a few of them, Pereira. So yeah, it might be something that I'm looking to do. Yeah. Definitely. But I've definitely got my mind stuck on that Muay Thai belt to get that back.
Yeah, I think you'll get that.
Sure. 100%. Gonna be a long road, but I'm ready for it.
Who's got that? Rodtang, he didn't make weight. So what's that belt now? Vacant, or is it still his belt? How's it work?
Yeah, he got stripped from the title.
He stripped it.
Yeah,
what weight was that?
So that was flyweight, 61 kilos. I mean, you know what? Funny you say that. My dad tells me you can make it, but you know, if you see me at 61 kilo, I look awful. Yeah. It used to take me like 3 minutes to get out of bed, like in case I pulled a muscle or anything. But you know, my dad's always telling me, yeah, you can make that weight, you can make that weight. And I'm like, I can't make that weight. But you know, it's always something in my mind that wants to go back down to there. So I'll never say never.
If they made a mix, you see what they did with Mighty Mouse and Rodtang. First of all, if it was you versus Mighty Mouse in that situation, do you think you could get him?
It's a tough one. It's a tough one.
The rule set, Doug, is what they did. You get 1 round, first round stand up, second round MMA. Was it? Could you throw punches? You could. It was
fully MMA.
First round stand up, second round full MMA rules, third round stand up, fourth round full MMA.
One mix it up, innit?
Oh yeah, they do it crazy. I think that's why they got a great audience.
That's why the audience is big. What do you reckon?
I think it would have been tough. I feel like I would have put on a better performance than Rodtang, if I'm honest. But yeah, if I went out the second round, got in the second round, I think
Oh no, second round.
It would have been it's problems. It's been a long night for me, but I'm quite tall. I've stood next to Mighty Mouse and I'm huge next to him.
Yeah, you're tall. You're not short for your weight class. You're not short for your weight class.
So it'll be a tough one, but if it goes to the second round, I think he'll dominate the second round. I mean, I'll dominate the first. He'll dominate the second.
Yeah, but could you get him out of there in the first? Because really, you know that's what you really need to do in it. You got to get him out of there. Rodtang was trying to get him out of there.
I think that's the problem that Rodtang done.
I think he tried too hard. He was telegraphing a lot.
That's what I'm saying, because I think Mighty Mouse worked on when Rodtang comes forward to grab. That's what Mighty Mouse does. He grabs and he's good at the grappling. Yeah. See, me, I would have kept it long. But kept it long.
All right, so that's what would happen with Mighty Mouse. Now say this one, you, Conor McGregor.
I knew he was gonna say that.
Come on, you in that kind of setup. Do you think you could get him?
Prime Conor.
Yeah.
What Prime Conor?
Prime Conor, old Conor. I reckon stand up. I'll do him.
Yeah, I hear that.
Yeah, that's what we like.
I hear that. I weren't gonna say Prime Conor. I weren't gonna say Prime Conor. I was gonna say Conor now. But if you're saying Prime Conor, you're saying Prime.
You got to remember my speciality is stand up. I'm fighting world class stand up fighters. I'm all about stand up.
You take him out in the stand up.
But when it comes,
his ground ain't like Mighty. Conor's ground isn't like Mighty Mouse's ground. Carry on.
But when he does come, when it's like takedowns, jiu-jitsu, MMA, it might be it's a little bit more competitive. But it'd be a tough one. Stand up, all day long, me.
All day long,
a good one.
Yeah, it'd be a good one. I wouldn't mind seeing it because Prime Conor was on smoke.
Yeah, but
he was.
Stand up is different. His stand up's gonna be different.
Yeah,
different. Yeah, that'll be a good one though. But you take it. You like that one. You like that one. You want that one.
Let's get that one on.
Let's get that one done.
You heard him, Conor.
Yeah, you heard me.
All right, so White, then it was you versus Conor.
Yeah.
Boxing. Because I don't know about it. What's your boxing saying?
Yeah, boxing's
BKFC. Say it was BKFC. I wouldn't let you do it. I wouldn't say for you to do it.
Yeah, that's
right
dangerous.
Now you're the champ. Let's keep it. We're not doing none of that. Modelling. We're not doing that. So we're not doing all that.
Keep it. Yeah. We got a life after fighting.
Yeah, that's the main thing. Life after fighting. But say boxing Just a boxing match, you versus Conor, who wins?
Yeah, that'd be a tough one.
Tougher than with it, once you can use
I mean, you got to remember, I knock everyone out with my hands in Thai boxing.
Yeah.
So I'm not always knocking everyone out with my feet, knocking them out with my hands. So but if he catches me, then it might be a good night. If I catch him, it might be a good night. I might just have to slip in an elbow. That's it. Just step in with an elbow.
Yeah, I hear you.
But that'd be a good one as well. He's southpaw as well, right?
Southpaw.
Yeah.
You fought a lot of southpaws.
Yeah. Like, if I'm honest, I say this all the time, I fight better against southpaws.
Okay.
Yeah, I know what to do against southpaws.
Yeah. Okay, I hear that. What's it take? What's the mindset? What's it take to be a champion?
It's hard work. If I was to tell anyone to get in this sport, I'll tell them just it's hard. You're gonna get the highest of the highs, the lowest of the lows. You need to be strong-minded, not let opinions get to you. Listen to your coach. Your coach is the one that's with you at all times. So it takes a lot. It takes heart is one of the main things as well. Heart. You need heart to get in there, because you could be the best fighter in the world. If you get it stuck on you and you crumble, it's not good, is it? So you need heart, determination, grit, dedication as well. All of that, you need all of it in one.
Chin as well, innit?
And you need a chin.
Yeah,
and you need a chin, especially in the
elbows.
yeah.
No, it's not a joke. It's not like punching with gloves and boxing. You man are kicking, man.
Yeah.
What's going on, brother?
It's a lot different, especially with them 4-ounce gloves. Because in Thai boxing, when I used to fight with the boxing gloves, you could just stand there and like you can block, and it's not really. But with them MMA gloves, there's no blocking. You got to move. You got to move your head, and just like what I say is one shot, one kill with them MMA gloves. So. You gotta be careful. Yeah, man.
What's your go-to if you was to say, listen, if I want to knock someone out, this is where I specialize in knocking out. What's the go-to? Elbow,
for them knockout man out here. Everyone's just pricked up for that one.
Left foot, right.
You're gonna get all my opponents ready.
Right,
they're gonna be ready.
Don't say too much. But they've probably watched anyway. They've seen it.
Yeah. I mean, I'd say the right hand. Is or the elbow, the tomahawk elbow. I don't know if you've seen it. The tomahawk.
Yeah, come on.
See,
tomahawk elbow, man, brother. I know about the tomahawk elbow.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
It's like a conky.
Nasty work.
Yeah.
But you bust your head over.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Clean.
We aim for the eye socket on that one, or the top of the head.
That we're doing.
Yeah.
I'm trying to blind brothers out here, man. I say, we're aiming for the eye socket and that.
Yeah.
Calm with it.
It's a violent sport.
It's very violent.
It's very violent.
It's great.
Who's winning? Who's winning? No, you gotta understand.
It's a different love for that. When you're coming from that world, it's a different love.
Yeah.
Come on, this is what man's in.
It's different. Who's winning this weekend? Jake Paul or Mike Tyson?
Do you know what? I don't even think I'll tune into that. I'm not.
I think it's gonna be bullshit.
I
think it's gonna be rigged.
I think they are, if I'm honest. But Mike Tyson's looking deadly.
Yeah, in the little clips.
Yeah, maybe if you give him like a minute.
I don't know.
How's he gonna hold up?
When the ring walk, and
it
can be tiring.
He's still 58 years old.
Yeah,
probably. Go on.
Jake Paul can bang though. He can punch.
Yeah, he's a heavy hitter.
But yeah, I don't think I'll be tuning into that one. But I hope Mike Tyson wins for sure.
I hope Mike wins, but I don't think he's gonna win. Nah. I think he's too old. I reckon he's got a round in him. Got a round in him, but maybe a round and a half. But you saw what happened when Evander Holyfield. You might not have seen when Holyfield fought Vitor Belfort.
Yeah.
Belfort just smashed him all. It weren't nice to watch.
Yeah,
these are the real legends, but they're just older now.
Yeah.
So they're past their prime. I don't know how it even got sanctioned.
Yeah.
If I went outside right now and just picked a fight with a 60-year-old man, you lot would all say I'm crazy. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Imagine Haggerty going down and saying, I'm just gonna go and have a straight with some fucking.
But you know what?
I get it. It's Mike Tyson.
The thing is, you know what it is though. If Jake Paul does beat him, he's gonna obviously go around saying, "I'll just beat one of the best fighters in the world." That era,
Mike
you know.
Let that happen.
No. I hope Mike knocks him clean out. That'd be great. If Mike just goes in and knocks him out, that'd be great. But
there's some readies on that fight though, isn't there?
Yeah, something's going on behind the scenes. It shouldn't even really be happening. What about John Jones is back this weekend?
Yeah.
He's fighting Stipe. That's my guy. John Jones is that's the guy.
Come on, he's the guy.
He's the guy. I'm saying John Jones wins that.
Yeah.
By stoppage. That's a yeah.
Championship fight, yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, heavyweight champ. Heavyweight champ.
Yeah, I agree.
You agree with that, yeah?
John Jones, the GOAT. Would you say he's the GOAT?
I say he's the GOAT.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I say he's the GOAT, definitely.
I mean, Stipe had his run though. He did have his run.
Stipe's the best heavyweight.
Yeah, yeah.
Of all time, but possibly. I can't say that for definite because there's been a lot of, there was some Fedor and all of them over the years.
Yeah, there's some beasts.
You that go without, they might not get the mentions they should because they're in the UFC. But Jones is definitely the GOAT for me. Like the way the confidence he has, the things he tries, the way he transitions from striking to grappling, everything. But the freedom he's got in there, he's very free when he's fighting. Like he'll try some mad shit.
Yeah.
Throws from any angle.
Yeah.
Spinning elbows. Yeah, he's great.
Well.
It's exciting to watch, and that's what the fans want to see, really. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
Exciting fighters.
100%. All right, so that's the wrap up for the weekend. Are you and Rodtang friends now?
Yeah, there's no animosity there. See
That's the vibe I've
Rodtang,
got.
like he's different than what he is in the cage. You see him on the outside, he's with his girlfriend, he's he's a nice person. But when he gets in that cage, he just switches on, he's an animal.
Yeah, that brother's an animal.
Yeah.
He's an animal. That's why I say it's the best of the best, because I watched him fight Superlek, and that was a mental
I was
fight.
ringside for that, man. That was that fight show. It was the craziest fight show I've ever been to. There was teeth flying everywhere. It's like honestly, it was mad. If I advise you to go and watch a one championship fight, and go to the Lumpini Stadium. It's quite small. I think it only holds like 4,000 people, if I'm correct. I'm not too sure, but it's like a football stadium, and there's like raw, like the fans proper get behind you.
Yeah.
So it's great, man. That was one of the best shows I've ever been to.
Where was that one?
Lumpini Stadium,
Okay,
Rodtang and Superlek.
Yeah. Do you think that it was the right decision on that one?
I mean, do you think it was a knockdown? Did you watch it?
I watched it.
Yeah, so it's down to the knockdown.
It is
Some people didn't think it was a knockdown. Some people thought it was. I thought it was a knockdown.
I didn't know it was debated. I thought it was a knockdown.
Yeah, it's debate. So I think it was a knockdown.
In that one, Rodtang got knocked down, innit? Yeah. I'm not too sure still.
Yeah, Superlek got his head busted open.
Yeah, big, that mad. First round as well. I think it was first round.
I thought that. Yeah, I didn't know he'd make it.
I thought that was it.
Yeah, I thought that was it.
It was like that long, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was all the way down his head.
Mad.
Yeah, good fight though.
What's the worst you've been hurt like that in a fight?
I've been cut before by Superlek. Been cut. The worst one was when I fought Sam A. I broke my nose.
Yeah.
I broke my nose in the second round, and I remember I couldn't breathe out my nose, so I had to breathe out my mouth. And you know, when you're breathing out your mouth, if you get punched in the jaw while you're like that, breathing out your mouth, you're gonna get your jaw broke. And I remember going back to the corner, like I was going like that. My nose was like jelly. I went to my coach and my dad. My nose is broken. They just started laughing at me, telling me to get on with it. So I just went out there. If you watch it, the Sam A fight, that was probably the hardest fight I've had. I mean,
that one.
Yeah, I won that one. That was the second fight. He didn't hit hard, but he was just sharp and fast. And he cut me and then broke my nose, and I had to get on with it.
It's a tough sport, man.
Tough, man.
It's a tough sport.
Gladiator sport.
You've been doing it since you were professionally, since what, 16, 17?
Yeah. So I had to lie about my age a few times to get professional fights.
Yeah. See, them times you're not.
That just threw me in there. Get on with it, boy.
But you know what, though? If you find that with a lot of the best fighters in whatever, it's like Mayweather or Tyson Fury, whatever, when the dad throws you in from early, I think it just makes you a different kind of champion. I think you have to kind of really the elites of the elites. I know there's others where it's different, but some people where they become almost a natural of it, like the mechanics of it, the movements and everything, it comes from that. So it might be harsh at the time. I remember watching Mayweather interviews where it's like, my dad didn't let me do anything. I wasn't allowed to play basketball. I wasn't allowed to do nothing else. It was just the boxing, the boxing gym. But look at that.
It was champions though.
Yeah, look at.
I think from my dad knew from when I went down Kettle's for the first few times, Kettle's gym, and then they put me in there to spar with their champions, and I ended up crying, going back to the corner, going out sparring again, coming back crying, and he thought that was going to be it, that I would never go back to that gym. And then I remember maybe like a week later, I actually went up to him and said, "Dad, are we going back to that gym to train?" And he just thought from then onwards that you're built for this, I think.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Because that's what it's about. I always say that, but you got to be able to take what's my thing? It's easy to be the hammer, it's hard to be the nail, innit? And being able to take a beating and being willing to take the licks and still go back, that's a big part of it, bro. That's going to define you, what kind of person you're going to be. So, one champion and all of that stuff. Before that, is there money in it now? The way you'd like it to, you feel, are you happy with what's going on compared to what it was? Because you know, you've been around for so long. You know, you've had fights where you didn't make them. For what you were doing, you weren't making the money you should.
Yeah, so for back then, Thai boxing, you would actually just fight for the love of it. You know, you have to sell your tickets to earn money. Yeah. But now, obviously, One Championship are paving the way. They've got all the Thais. They're changing the Thais' lives, like the Thai fighters' lives. They're bringing them all out of retirement because they had to retire. Because they couldn't fight, because they weren't earning any money, so they had to go to work. But now they're all coming out of retirement, getting back into One Championship. But yeah, One Championship. If you're at the top 5, I'd say, or obviously the likes of the champ, it's like you can live off of it for sure, 100%.
Yeah.
Do you find that some of the other UK Thai fighters are like a bit jealous, hating a little bit, maybe because you know you're Billy Big Bollocks now? You've got it all going on. You know what I mean? You got everything. You got the gold body. Everything's
got the heavy belt. Their man's belt ain't even that heavy. You know?
Because some of them Thai belts are a bit,
a bit flimsy.
Yeah, they're flimsy.
No, everybody's getting world title fights. Like
world title fights are rigged. Everyone's a world champion. What's the reception been like, basically?
I hope it's not jealousy. You know, I hope I motivate them so that I can show them what I'm doing, and that's what they want to be like, and that's what they thrive to be. But I hope they're not jealous. But you know, you got to train hard, and you get to the top. The sky's the limit.
That's still number 1 in the UK.
Well, they took me out of them rankings
because you've left.
Yeah, because I haven't fought in the UK for like 10 years.
Yeah, I was a long time.
I had my first fight on One Championship in 2019.
But the proof's in the pudding, though, because you're fighting the best of the best, and that's not taken away from the UK fighters. Like, I'm sure there's fighters in there that will climb to these levels because the cream always rises to the top. But you're fighting the elites from around the world, because there's Brazilians in One Championship. There's all different countries in One Championship.
I think in that sport, you want to go Asia, innit? Really, like
it's huge.
That's where
the fighters are.
They sleep that shit. You get me? So really, that's where you want to go for it. You know.
That's why I moved out there. I moved out there for like 9 months. And with my missus to pursue it, and it was crazy out there. Live, train, eat, sleep, repeat.
5 years in one is a long time. You know what I
mean? At the top,
yeah. No, like to be even be in it, because a lot of fighters come. I guess a lot of fighters come in and go. They come in maybe in a year, lose a few fights, and then wanna like, boy, that's it. Jog you on. You know what I mean?
Like, I think most of my fights have been like 5-round main events as well.
That's what I was saying. To me, you're one of the poster boys of One FC. To me, one of the faces. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, 100%. Appreciate it, mate.
When you're out there, what's the I don't know who their equivalent to be to Dana White, and that'd be the president and everyone around it. They treat you well.
You know, he'll message you on Instagram. He's just easygoing, the owner of One Championship, Chartry. Like, he looks after his fighters great. A lot of people talk, but he's looked after me great, and he's always communicating with me. I'd never have to go through someone else to speak to him. It's always him coming to me, and that's nice, you know. Yeah, he's a great person, business minded, and he likes the top fights. You know, if he likes putting the fights that everyone wants to see, and that's the thing with One Championship. They put fights on that everyone wants to see, the best against the best, like you said. It's no like beating around the bush, having one golden boy, saving his record. It's like number 1 versus the champ. That's it. That's what's good about it.
What way your brother fights? I watched his fight the other day, or a little while ago. He won. Big him up.
Yeah, come on.
What weight does he fight at?
So he's at strawweight.
Okay.
So that's 57.
How old is he now?
He's 19.
Okay, so his body's gonna fill out more, and he's gonna. But right now he's at strawweight. Yeah. What's the future looking like for him? Is he better than you?
Yeah, well, he's gonna be better than me. You know, he's got me to. I hope he's better than me. You know, he's got something to look to overtake me, surpass me. You know. He's seen what I've had to do and what I've done and what the hard work I've put in. He's seen it day in, day out. So he knows what it takes. And for him to go out there and say, I want to do that, he's born for it. He's a different fighter to me. He's more of a scrapper. You might think I'm a scrapper, but he's just like get stuck in scrapper. Yeah.
The younger brothers always have that kind of mentality, because I don't know why they do. The younger they go down the line, they scrap more. But take a moment for that. Just even like you just saying, people don't understand about their mentality. I get it totally. We just said straight away, like, you want him to be better than you. people don't really understand about that kind of love to have for someone to like want them to be better than you. Yeah, I'm great, but I'd be more than happy to see you do everything, surpass everything that I've done. And yeah, that's it. That's why you two will carry on working more as well. And I see him at one. What's his record right now? Or was that his first fight at one?
That was his first fight. No, that was he's had 2 fights on one.
Okay.
2 knockouts.
Oh, he's at one as well, yeah.
Yeah, so they signed him. He's not signed to the main promotion yet. He's signed to one Lumpini because there's 2, one Lumpini and one championship. Once you get a few fights and win, they'll assign to it. But through the grapevine, I heard if he gets a knockout in the next 3 weeks, his next fight, he's signed to one championship and he's on the big cards with me. I tried to get him on one of the big cards with me, the Superlek fight, but I don't think the card was full. I'm always trying to push my little brother to get to there, you know.
Yeah. How's your dad feel?
Yeah,
the man behind everything.
Yeah.
How does he feel now?
Got 2 sons doing the
2 sons doing it.
I mean, he doesn't have to do the fight anymore. He could just send me and my brother on him. That's what he goes. He goes, boys, on him. But yeah, he's proud. My mum's proud as well. You see, my mum, she's been there. She's always there at the fights.
She's there, yeah. She's
right? Always. Yeah, whether it's in Asia, they always fly it. So I'll fight 3 times a year or 4 times a year. My little brother will fight 3 times a year in Asia. So that's a lot of flights for them to get to Asia, and they're always there making it. And I'm very thankful. I mean, they're the team. Yeah. They're the team, man. You can't beat family on your team. Yeah. So
and they keep you busy, 3-4 fights a year. Like, it's not like one of them pick and wait and go and like it's constant. When you lose, you're back in there again.
I mean, if you look at the Thais, they have 10 fights.
Yeah.
You look at the stadiums, they have 40 fights like in a year. That's not even a joke. They end up with like 400 fights. That's why they retire so early as well, because they've had their fights. The body's tired. So you have to be smart with it. Fight. That's why you fight the best every so often. That's it.
What's the recognition been like for you over here? Because you were a double champ in a massive organisation, but obviously over here, it's starting to get known more now. It's getting more of the eyes on the media and all of that. Sky Sports is involved, Amazon, like we said. But what's the general like feedback been like from over here?
I mean,
recognition and support wise.
In Thailand, it's crazy. It's going to be crazy because it's the biggest sport out there. But over here, it's not too known, like you said. It's just building, but the recognition's getting there. You know, every time I go on a run, I'll get the odd person shouting your name, and it just motivates you to keep running. You know, I'm not in it to be recognised, but it's nice at the same time. You know, all the hard work you put in, it's nice to be noticed and see what you're doing, the hard work you're putting in. I mean, not a superstar over here yet, but we'll get there slowly, for sure. Yeah,
the work rate. And you're at the right stage and you're young as well. It's the right time. You can reap all the benefits. Because I remember back in the days, it was like, say like Kieran Kedel. Yeah. He was like the first one to go over there and become, was he the first to go over and win world titles? Big him up still. I trained with him as well. That was one of my trainers. But the recognition, if you knew, you knew. It was that kind of thing. If you knew, you knew. But you weren't getting the acclaim or the recognition. And loads of other guys have gone over and paved stepping stones for what's gone on now. And the lineage goes, because obviously Alan's your trainer, and so it continues with you now. But I think in the long run, it's going to be massive.
I believe so.
I think it's going to, because already you're recognisable, like, and big Sky Sports is involved in this, and social media is a massive thing. Like, Doug might not be really fully into the combat sports, but he knows who you are.
Yeah.
Because that's how social media has made the world now. Like the highlights, this, that, that. And if you keep bringing them highlight, viral kind of moments, smashing people's faces and putting your foot in people's faces, they're gonna like that. Putting your foot, you know. It's only gonna get bigger and bigger, and the brands are gonna keep coming and all of that and everything around it. Where would you like to get to? If you could say, what do you want to achieve from this? If you could have some goals, what are they? If you could write the script.
I mean, obviously, be known as the best fighter in the world, legend. Being able to buy my house from the sport is one of the main things. And being known, not a lot of people would say this, but just to be known, you know, just to be known on the outside. And
legacy kind of thing.
Yeah, the legacy.
We love legacy in there. That's one of my favourite
100% legacy. But like you said, social media now is what's going to make that happen. Social media now, because back then they didn't have that for Thai boxing. now it's got the young ones have got a great opportunity to build themselves on their own platforms, on their social media. So yeah, legacy, to be able to buy my house out of the sport that I fell in love with. Yeah.
I think you're achieving those things, you know.
Yeah, 100%.
Half the things you're saying, I think you're well on the way to the
Yeah,
or
yeah,
more or less. You're well on the way.
Legacy thing.
Legacy thing, like
you're saying, Ty, you're a legend.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, that's
Yeah.
what
Appreciate
that matters.
it.
Like,
Thank
brother,
you.
it don't
Yeah.
matter, like, people might know, man, but
Yeah,
out there,
they'll catch up.
Yeah, that's it.
They'll catch up.
And one's getting bigger, like you said. You see, like, I think one championship. I think with what's going on with the you know, the influencer fighting and all of that.
Yeah.
I think people want to see real fights,
So-
and I think one brings that to the table. Like you say, Sky now tapped in Amazon, so it's only gonna grow. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
They must have seen something, so
Yeah.
Everyone's seen something.
yeah,
Definitely.
And I think they're talking about bringing it to the UK as well, and that was one of my
They need to do that.
dreams.
Yeah.
You know,
And that's what stood out for me, because like when I saw it, when you watch them fights, you always seeing Thai guys fight
Yeah,
Thai guys
yeah.
or Japanese Thai. And when you see one of the man, they're like, this brother's British, like, what's he doing?
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah,
How
yeah,
did you
no,
even get there? You
100%.
get what I'm saying? Yeah,
How did he even know he could do Thai boxing?
yeah, with the Australian, no, he's UK, like, you know
He's
what I'm
off the
saying?
manor, he's
And
off the
that's what
manor.
makes people take note.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. Most people, they might know Liam Harrison.
Yeah.
And that was about, he didn't really go that much past that, really. I'm trying to think who else.
Who did he fight?
Liam, I don't even
I mean,
know.
he fought all he fought all the
everyone.
best, but
Yeah,
at that
everyone.
he fought the best of the
Early on
best.
in
Yeah,
yeah.
so that's why I'm sort of I feel a bit not sorry, but I just feel for them a little bit. That one championship wasn't around when
Ahead
they
of
were
their time.
fighting.
That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
A minute ago. Yeah, they're just a bit ahead. Sometimes it goes like that. You're
Yeah,
ahead of your
100%. I
time.
mean, when I'm done, there's going to be probably a huge like
Something else
one
will
championship
go
will probably be huge.
Yeah.
You know, so
Freddie will
just
be-
take it. Yeah,
Freddie will be doing bits.
Yeah, Freddie
So
will be-
the leg
yeah.
to the family name continues.
100%.
Carry on what you're saying. Go on.
but yeah, so that's it really.
No, I think that Liam, to answer what you were saying, he fought everyone, but I think the reason why he's so known as well is outside of fighting them, he started using social media well as well. He used it to like it showed training drills and seminars he was at and all of this kind of stuff.
Yeah,
and he's fought everyone. He's fought the Sanchez and all of the like you might not know who that is, but
If you don't, you got to come watch that guy.
you gotta go
He's
check
crazy.
and watch some Sanchez.
Yeah.
Yeah. Old school fighter, but
Yeah.
madman. Madman. Big up Charlie Peters for fighting him.
Yeah.
Bringing the W there as well.
He won it, yeah.
Yeah. So it's not the original Sanchez that he fought, but he definitely fought Sanchez. He's like,
There's a difference between prime.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not prime Sanchez.
Yeah.
But he fought him.
He fought him and he won.
We'll take
Yeah,
that.
we'll take that L. I mean, take that win.
Take that W same way.
Yeah,
W
straight,
same
come on,
way.
man. Yeah, nah.
If there's anyone you
100%.
could fight,
Yeah.
any era of it, if you could pick 3 people,
I'm talking MMA.
anything you want,
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
anything, 3 people that you fight if you could choose.
Gregor, number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Put in for him and I.
Yeah. That's good though.
I would have loved to have fought Liam Harrison, if I'm honest. I would love to have fought Liam Harrison to give the UK fans what they want.
Yeah.
And Sancho.
Yeah.
Sancho.
Was he your weight as well, yeah?
Not at that time when he was a bit heavier than me, but he's still fighting now though.
No, he still fights. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
he-
don't know when Sanchez ever.
Yeah, he's never
going
gonna stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Like he'll fight like the biggest guys as well.
Yeah.
And somehow like he just wins. Like probably Sancho.
Yeah.
Yeah, them 3.
Yeah. Have you ever?
I would have liked if I was Adesanya's weight, Adesanya would have been the dream matchup for me as well.
Yeah. Just to test the skill set and see it. See Glory. Glory's still going on. Who's the Glory champion at your weight? Or did they have you? Do they not have?
I think they got I think they're just doing a tournament now, like an 8-man tournament to get the belt. I think there's some dangerous fighters in there as well.
Yeah.
Dangerous fighters in there.
What's that? Glory's like Netherlands.
Yeah, like the Netherlands are the great,
Europe,
like the good kickboxers.
I'm gonna ask you that: Dutch style or Thai style?
Depends if the Thai's got heart. The Dutch come forward and just kick punch and do what they do. And the Thai's got no heart, the Thai boxer's got no heart. It could be a long night. But if the Thai boxer can, he like to throw elbows.
Dutch style.
No, what I'm saying is if
Oh,
they
in
both
this
to
fight?
fight, if they was both to fight each other,
Yeah,
Thai
you can throw
versus
the kitchen
Dutch.
sink. Yeah, you can throw
The Thai is for sure slipping an elbow in.
and that's it.
It's a game changer, isn't it?
100%.
For sure, because I think the Dutch they like to cover up like this a lot.
Attack grip.
You can't do that with elbows.
Your elbow right up the middle.
Yeah, it's long. Just even like the slightest elbow could just cut you, and that's it. Doesn't even have to be hard. That's why they say
Literally.
sometimes you throw an elbow to cut someone, or you throw an elbow to knock someone out. So there's two types.
My trainer always used to say that. Don't matter if I just miss it. Want to cut you.
Yeah.
Shout out Steve. Semtex. That's his.
Yeah.
All right then. Yeah. While we're going down that route. All right then. Muay Thai versus Kung Fu.
Kung Fu.
Yeah, because that still exists. We're gonna get to that. That still exists.
The dashing around one, we ran fling man about.
No, that's Taekwondo. No, Doug.
Judo.
That's you're thinking judo. No, that's not. I don't know what Doug's thinking of. I don't know. That's a dashing around, man. I don't know. No, go on.
Yeah, I think you're judo. You're judo.
Probably judo.
Yeah, he likes that one. You like that one?
You're thinking judo.
Yeah.
Right. No, we're gonna go through all of them. Now, go on. Thai versus. What did I say? Kung Fu. Yeah, go on.
I think Thai. Yeah.
Right. Thai versus judo.
Judos don't really punch, do they?
No.
They get hold of you, it's long. Yeah. If they get hold of you, it's long. Yeah, Thai. I think Thai is just like, it's like a street fight. It's the closest thing to a street fight.
Round, isn't it?
Thai versus karate.
That's an equal one, if I'm honest, because them karate guys.
Interesting to hear.
I've fought a few karate people before, and they're hard to fight because they're quite flicky. But once you get older, them. Thai.
As man gets up and close, and
start throwing them elbows.
That's what I say. What was the last one I said? Karate.
Karate, yeah.
Taekwondo. Thai versus Taekwondo.
You know what? I hate sparring. I hate fighting against Taekwondo people.
Sorry,
it's long. Like they come out with these spinning stuff, and it just frustrates you. If they can frustrate you, they'll pick you apart. Yeah. But if you can keep your cool, get your distance. I'm saying Thai. I think the only thing that can compete with Thai boxing is probably lift away, because they can grab you and they can headbutt you.
Your lift away is mad.
Yeah.
That was what I wanted you to say. That's what I was trying to get to. Is Thai the greatest stand-up sport in your opinion? I think so.
I believe so.
I think so.
I believe so.
Some people would disagree, but I think so. I think until you've experienced a fucking hard leg kick, you don't know what you're dealing with. I remember when I sparred a kickbox. It's a kung fu guy, and he was like, "No leg kicks, no leg kicks."
And
I even did the no legs kick. Still was kicking his ass all around there, and he was like a black belt, this, that, and the third. No disrespect to any of the others. He might have just been a.
There's some dangerous guys out there.
If you tired, it's different kind of violence, bro. It's a different kind of violence. Would you let your kids fight?
If they wanted to do it, then yeah, but I wouldn't push them to do it. I don't think I'd push them to do it, because I've known the sacrifices that I've put into it, and especially not Thai boxing. If I was to push them into a combat sport, it would be boxing. Especially if you're gonna do it, make sure you earn a few quid out of it. But hopefully Thai boxing gets up there, and but whatever my kid wants to do.
But you would say have him do something. See, like my son, he went on the football. He's gone jiu-jitsu. That's why I've gone with him first. Jiu-jitsu. Because he's small for his age. So my thing was like, right, let's try and balance the size out of some of these, but just in case. Because that's what it's for. Let's be real. We hope that our kids don't have no scraps.
Yeah, 100%.
It's just in case.
If you're a little bit jiu-jitsu is the best one to go into, I'd say.
Yeah. But don't get it twisted. I'm saying that because I teach him all the striking. He can spin his kick. He'll kick. He can roundhouse everything. He'll deal with it. Superman punches, the works. But 2-3 times a week, he goes Gracie Barra, and he's gonna do his jiu-jitsu. You see what I mean? But
I mean, confidence-wise, I think it's great for them. You know, you can grow up. You know what you're capable of. You don't have to show yourself.
Right.
You don't have to prove yourself. You know what you're capable of. I think confidence. You can walk in a room and you can handle yourself.
Yeah.
That's great.
Dizzy Rascal on your did your voiceovers? And
Yeah.
Did you meet him at Kettle's?
Yeah, I met him a few times at Kettle's.
Is he any good?
Yeah, he's
You got busy.
Yeah, he's good. You know, he's held the pads to me before. There's a video on Instagram. If you scroll down, you see me kicking. I kick him like 50 times, and he's like this. But he's good. He's been training for ages.
For ages, I remember.
He's part of the furniture.
Yeah. He's been training for long. Yeah.
Big up Dizzy.
Big him up. Quite a few boys go down to Kettle's over the years.
So you say a lot of man of secret training?
Yeah, a lot of man
A
secret
lot of
training.
them are
Ready
secret
to-
training, just like
There's a lot of
working
guys.
it
Don't
with-
get confused. A lot of guys.
Sharpening
Secret,
their
I never
tools.
told anyone for years.
Yeah.
I never told.
Yeah.
Only since I've done this pod, I started
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
about
yeah,
it.
yeah.
I
No
never
one-
told anyone, and I was training for fucking decades.
Now no one don't want to call pounds out.
Yeah,
You know
nah,
what I mean?
nah,
Now
nah,
when it's all this fighting talk and all that, everyone's all like, nah, but fights. He trains. Yeah, man. He trains talk, innit?
Yeah, that's what they say now. But no, I never told anyone. I used to keep that as my little secret weapon, bruv. Just
Bring it out when you need to.
when you need to.
Yes.
Hope you don't have to, but if you
For
do,
sure.
you can bring it out. Can bring it out.
It gives you a different kind of confidence, though.
It does.
It does.
It makes you. You'll find you get into less situations because you look at things and just like, it's not even worth the headache. Bruv. Like,
Sure, amount of times I've been able to say, mate, please, you just don't know. Oh, that's honest, honestly.
that's-
Like even when I'm out and I'm at a bar or something, and I'm just like, mate, please. Like it's long, but
Now, elbow, you're craning.
yeah.
I saw it.
Tomahawk elbow.
You lose a fucking eye,
Go
mate.
for the eyes.
Tomahawk elbow. Tomahawk elbow. So what have we got to look forward to as we start to wire things down? What have we got to look forward to coming up from you?
I want to open up a gym, a few gyms, a few franchise gyms. Yeah, Haggerty academies.
Okay.
Might as well plug that while I'm there.
Let's plug it.
Come on, straight, yeah.
Yeah, so I'll open up a few franchise gyms, small ones to start off with, because a lot of people have told me it's hard work. So I don't want to jump in the deep end. So that, and then that's mainly it. Really, defend the kickboxing belt.
Yeah.
Maybe move into MMA.
Come on, yeah.
Pretty so.
Yeah, and that's one. And at some point, the Conor fight.
Yeah,
I think we're going to talk that into existence.
Yeah,
No, it's happening, man.
let's push for that.
We're going to push for that. We're going to push for that in MMA or in stand up.
Both. Anyone.
Yeah, I respect it.
We'll do a mixed rule set.
The mixed rule set's the one. You know?
Yeah. They should bring-
That was good, you know. That mixed rule set. That's the one. That's the way forward.
Yeah.
That's the way forward. 1 round each. But I don't know, man. Someone's got to get past round 2 to make
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
It
none
might
of
be
them
you
get
though,
past the
'cause
second
you've got-
round.
But it's only been done. Has it been done again since? Or is it
No.
just the once?
Never been done again.
Once Mighty Mouse got Rodtang, he was a rat.
Yeah.
Literally. The
That
minute
was his set. That was his
Put him to
skill set.
sleep, didn't he?
Yeah, he literally. But I rate Rodtang.
Yeah, he
Rodtang
did.
said, "I'm not tapping.
Yeah.
I'll nap. I'm not tapping."
He thought, fuck that, I'm not
Yeah,
tapping.
he's like, I'm not
ready
tapping.
to
He
go
went to sleep.
sleep, yeah.
He
Went
went
to
to
sleep.
sleep. He went to sleep.
Yeah, he was that cold, wasn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah, he's a warrior, man. He's a proper
man.
warrior.
His warrior spirit's different.
Yeah,
He's
no,
different.
proper.
Lucky he won an armbar.
Yeah, because that. Yeah.
Well,
Maybe he might have tapped though, because he might have he needs his hands.
That's what
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. He's lucky he won an armbar.
Yeah.
But yeah, with that, he just said, "Oh fuck this, I'll go to sleep."
I'll go to
But
sleep.
yeah, mixed rule set. Haggerty versus McGregor.
Yeah.
I'd like to see that.
Yeah.
If not McGregor, who else in MMA? Just so we can have a little.
Sugar Sean O'Malley. Sean O'Malley.
Yeah, that.
And the guy with the
I know exactly who you're
the
talking
funny
about.
hair,
I know exactly.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
colourful hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, that. I think his stand up's quite good as well. To be fair,
Yeah.
he's got great stand up.
Yeah.
He's got stand ups on par with McGregor's
Yeah. But you think you'd knock him out?
stand up. Yeah,
100%. I agree with you.
Yeah, come on.
I'm full of it, don't I?
Nah,
Bro, you're a world champion, bro. You're qualified. You're qualified.
Let them see the belt.
Yeah,
They don't
yeah, yeah.
understand. They
Listen,
don't
listen.
understand.
This is it.
Hold up the belt. Let them see what's going on here.
Yeah.
Hold
No.
it. Yeah. Let them
That's
know.
it. It's heavy.
Come on, it's not.
You're qualified to say.
Man's qualified to talk.
You're qualified
Thank
to say,
you,
and
thank you.
he's in your weight class as well.
Yeah.
He's in your weight class, and he calls out a lot of people. So why what we're going to be here over in the UK not calling out these American fuckers?
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean? Because they're over there calling out anyone they want,
Yeah.
and doing what they want.
chatting
What
bare
you think us over here? What we don't have it, bro?
Come on. Fucking have it
Yeah.
over here, mate. You fucking crazy. Let me start training.
We'll smack that
fucking
fucking multicolored wig off your head.
That don't start me off.
Who do you want to call that? Go on,
Go
tell
on.
us.
Who fucking wants it? I'll take on anyone who's fucking. Let's fucking have it. Yeah?
Who would you call that?
Huh?
Who would you?
What in the fighting world?
Yeah.
Fuck. None of them.
But
At least he's done it.
If we're talking on
Yeah.
road
if
now,
we're
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
about like YouTubers,
Yeah.
we're talking like,
Leave
nah, if
that
you're
for
talking
another
like
episode.
YouTubers and that,
Yeah, YouTubers and that, you know.
No one.
Another man that want to sit down on sofas and that. Yeah,
If it's a
come on, let's
YouTuber
fucking
side,
have it. Yeah.
I'll put money on Doug with any
Yeah,
of
yeah,
these YouTubers.
Talking like,
if we're
if
talking professional
fantasy.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking. Like, I don't even know where to start, brother. Like with them heavyweights there, like I don't know. I couldn't even envision it because they're just levels. You watch them, they're just levels above, innit? Do you know what I mean? Maybe Tyson now. Take Tyson. I'll take the Tyson fight, brother.
1 round.
Roy Jones or one of them, man. Yeah. I'll have a late Roy Jones fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Sugar Ray Leonard.
Yeah, Sugar Ray. All of them.
He's about 70 now.
Any of them, man. Yeah, brother.
Yeah.
George Foreman or one of them, man.
No, don't fight George Foreman. I think George Foreman can still have it.
Yeah,
I think
you're pushing the boat out a little bit.
Yeah, I love the grills, brother. I love the grills. You know what I mean?
Getting a bit carried away there.
Oh, mate.
No, don't do that. Don't do Foreman. Yeah, but no, listen, as we wind it down, man, the bring things to a close. It's been great having you here, champion.
Thank you very much.
You. We're all locked in, man. Everyone's supporting and watching. Real winner business. You're still the kickboxing champ. I think you're going to go and regain some of the other belts as well.
Appreciate it.
I don't know if you're going to go back down. Because I think you're eating steaks and all that.
Yeah.
4 kilos in your lean is hard to lose.
Nah, you don't need to do all of that. It's up to you. You're in charge of your own destiny. But I think you've got it. You look strong as well at the bantamweight. At bantamweight, you look strong, like physically strong, and you've got height on you as well. That's one of the first things I thought for your weight class when I spoke to you right there. I thought, oh, you're quite tall. That's why I said the McGregor thing. I know for that weight class, you're not. I think you're probably you and him are probably about an inch apart height wise.
5'8".
Yeah, he's 5'8". There you go. He's 5'8" as well. So yeah, there you go. I'm putting that in the universe.
Shit.
Come on. Keep talking.
Promoter.
Yeah, come on.
Yes.
Yeah, just cut me my check. But yeah, man, it's been good having you here. Champs in the building.
Thank you.
Another world champion in the building.
Yes,
we've had a few, and this is another one. I'm a big fan from long time. Before you was the champion, I was watching, still watching now, still supporting, enjoying all your work, and seeing you take on the big fights. Yes. No shame in taking an L. We bounce back and we go again.
Come on, man.
You understand? It's the champ. Jonathan Haggerty.
Thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, round of applause again for the champ as we exit. It's the hustler and big Dougie Doug, Jonathan Haggerty. Done. Step.